All right, we're going to talk about permission today in its various forms, and we will work on shoulders because Christine got there first. Exhale deeply through your nose, and with that exhale, arrive very heavy. Arrive right down from the crown of your head through your shoulders. While your awareness is there at your shoulders, you can tweak them back a little. No doubt they need to be back a bit. And then right down through your internal organs, your trunk, your pelvis. Feel that all wherever you are, seated on a chair or seated on the floor. Those are your two options right now. And just take a few breaths, a few elevator breaths now. If you've been with us for a while, you probably remember what elevator breaths are. When you inhale, the elevator kind of comes up your spine from the sacrum all the way up to the top of your head and even higher. If you were there for the chakra class, that's Sahasrara chakra, your upper chakra. So that elevator can go through all the chakras, all the way down the spine. Sahasrara is the top. See if I can get this right. Ajna is your pineal gland. Vishuddha is your throat. Anahata is your heart. Manipura, as you know, my favorite, is your diaphragm or your sternum. Svadhisthana is your pelvis, so your reproductive organs. And then Muladhara is your very base chakra. That's your connection to the earth at this moment. So let that elevator go up and down. And whether you believe in the chakras or not, it is a convenient way to think about the spine. Convenient way to think about the levels of energy. Pull your breath up and let your breath go back down. That elevator smoothly moves up and smoothly moves down. And you get to decide how fast your elevator goes. In and out through your nose, lips are touching. I'm the exception because I have to talk. And now let's pull the elevator up and then exhale. Take twice as long to get the elevator down. Slow that elevator down to half speed. Two more times from the bottom floor to the top floor. And you can assign a little bit of a quality of breath now, because this is a pretty simple breath for most of you. Assign a quality of brightness to the inhale and a quality of peace or restfulness to the exhale. Last sequence, go through a full sequence, inhaling and exhaling. Place your hands on your knees if they're not there already or in your lap. Turn your breath back to normal breath. And now close your eyes, please. And just bring the word permission into your mind. I've been thinking a lot about the word permission. So many levels of it, and we're just going to talk about a couple today. And we'll try not to talk too much. We'll try and do. Just notice what comes up when you think about the word permission. And who is it that gives you permission to do the things you do? Especially in this context, to do the things that are good for your body and your nervous system. I would, of course, urge that person to be you, the person who is giving you permission or agency to be you. But if it has to be me, so we'll work on two levels today with this. If it has to be me, please, that's fine. Let my work, let my breath give you permission to go fully into the poses, fully into the breath. So when you hear my breath today, and I'll try and breathe a little more strongly, imagine that that is permission for you to go a little deeper into what you need. So it's permission for you to explore what your body and your nervous system needs. Let's take some long, deep breaths to explore our lung capacity, and let's give ourselves permission to find those edges. Deep inhale through your nose. Fill up your lungs all the way. And then find 3 sips of air at the top. Get as big as you possibly can. Give yourself permission to do that expansively. And then exhale all the way down. Permission to go as deeply as you've ever gone, as squeezed out as you could get. 3 little squeezes at the bottom. Little snips through your nose. Inhale. Feel that elevator go up, 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 up till it can't go up anymore. It's at the top floor, and then give yourself permission to take 3 more little sips. You can even lift your shoulders into the emergency zone. And then exhale, smoothly, elevator goes down. Fully exhale, 3 squeezes at the bottom, squeeze out your belly, your pelvic floor, the last little bits. Give yourself permission to be fully, fully empty, even to be a little uncomfortable, and then inhale. We're working with exploring our limits here. Find your limit and surpass it. Here we go. Shoulders come up, fill your trunk, big, big, big. Bigger you get here, the more benefit you get. And then exhale, fully surrender and fully empty. All the way out. Last time, 3 squeezes. Get as empty as you can. You can even exhale through your mouth if you want to with a noise. Squeeze it small. and then release, come back to normal. And there is permission also to come back to normal. You give yourself that permission. You give yourself the permission to rest after you work. Take a few breaths bilaterally. Let's do a little nervous system work. So if you have your ball, you can begin to twist and wiggle. You can also twist and wiggle. So pin, twist, and wiggle on your forehead or anywhere in your face. And again, notice today the permission. Like, does something actually hurt or feel weird? And is that hurting or feeling weird actually going to hurt you? Investigate the permission here. Is that actually going to hurt you? Don't go there if it is. If it's just because you're holding against it, maybe you need to go there a little bit. Maybe I need to give myself permission to get my face all weird and screwed up on camera. Few more. Vagus nerve innervating everything in your face. If you see, I'll post a picture. It's an amazing picture I have of the vagus nerve. I'll post it on my blog or in the Facebook chat, and you'll see how many branches that vagus nerve has here in your face to everything. So working the neck, the jaw, the face, and remember that if you don't have a ball or you prefer not to work with a ball, nice tapping can work too. Firm tapping with the pads of your fingers can also work. Can tell you a story about tapping. I was getting some neurofeedback done in December, which was incredible. And I was tapping at the same time. There was a misunderstanding. I thought that the clinician had told me to tap. It's not true. And then they saw me doing it and they all came rushing in and said, oh, you can't tap because it screws up your brainwaves so much. It not screws up. It changes your brainwaves so much that it changes the results of the neurofeedback. So, and then we went back and looked at the sessions that I had tapped on, and it's true. The beta waves were much lower and the delta waves were much higher. So tap everywhere, even make a half fist and pound out your chest. Underarms are really nice here, lymph nodes under there. Both sides, right around the bra strap here on the sides if you're a girl. Not that you need to be wearing a bra, because you do not need to wear a bra for at-home yoga. Well, you never really need to wear a bra, but now we're just getting political. Tap all the way around, up to your chest, up to your neck, and you can, of course, still be pinning and rotating with the ball on your neck. Deepen your breath. Can you find your thyroid in here? Last few breaths. You can even get to the back of your neck if you like. You can also tap on the back of your neck, also really awesome. 2 more breaths. Choose your tool. When you're done, bring your hands down to your lap, make them nice and heavy. Take a few breaths, notice any tingling. Remember the motorboat thing that we did yesterday with our lips and how it made our lips tingle? Well, tapping makes the whole thing tingle, as if you have like a balaclava on and you're tingling all over your head and neck and shoulders. Last breath. Today we'll move directly into cat-cow. You can come up on the hands and knees if you like. And push your chest either towards the floor or towards me, and deeply inhale And then just pause here on the inhale and give yourself permission to go a little deeper. Push your chest a tiny bit more towards me. What does that feel like? Where do you feel that? And then exhale, round your spine. So we're going very slowly and exploring the limits. Give yourself permission to go a millimeter deeper in cat pose. And then give yourself permission to softly flow between those two poses. And there are so many levels of this. And it's one of the reasons I've been thinking a lot about permission, because when we teach on Zoom and when we learn on Zoom in our own homes, away from the class situation, there are so many more things that we have permission to do. We have permission to get a cup of coffee, to simply walk out, to quit, to take it super easy. And though most of those are really good things, you get to monitor your permission. Take a few more of these at whatever speed feels beneficial to you. Notice any tugging. Maybe you can even feel this in your psoases. I feel it in my psoas when I pull all the way back because we did hip work yesterday. Last one. I'm going to stand up and walk to the couch. Please find neutral. Find the soles of your feet on the floor. And we'll do the same thing that we did yesterday, where I actually stand up for the middle sun salute. Lara's also probably standing up today. Probably Karina is as well. So if you want to watch them, you can. You can also pin Lara if you like. Lara might be taking child's pose in the middle. I'm not sure exactly what she's giving herself permission to do today. Inhale, overhead. I'll do the first one with bent knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. And see if you can learn the sequence so you don't need to watch me. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right knee in. Long spine. Exhale, fold. And if your body is hurting you today in any way, give yourself permission to not go to your full range of motion. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, push your chest through, cow pose. Extend your spine. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, curl, warming up the back body. Inhale, long spine. You hear my breath? Is my breath giving you permission to breathe more deeply? Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. I personally am giving my hamstrings permission to get warm here. I'm really holding them in my awareness. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. I'm giving my abdominal muscles permission to engage and do much of the work here. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Is anybody old enough or young enough to remember the Seinfeld episode called Master of Your Own Domain? Inhale, left leg in. We need to be master of our own domain here. Inhale, long spine. Exhale. Neutral. Inhale, push your chest forward. Exhale back. Inhale, right leg in. Exhale, curl. Inhale, long spine. Who's wearing clothing that gives you permission to do what you need to do during your day? Inhale, long spine. Exhale, waterfall forward. Permission to the shoulder blades to cascade forward. Inhale up, push in with your heels. Exhale, neutral. Take a resting breath in and out. I'll do the second one standing. Let's go. Second sun salute. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Big free open motion. Inhale, spine parallel. You guys can tell me if my spine's parallel to the floor. That's not bad. And exhale, fold. Inhale, right foot steps back or into your chest. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, downward facing dog or neutral pose. Inhale, upward facing dog or cow pose. Exhale, downward facing dog or cat pose. Inhale, right foot forward if you're standing, left knee in if you're seated. And then exhale, drop your forehead into your knee. Drop your knee towards the floor in the lunge. Take a deep inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left foot forward and fold deeply. Inhale, half lift. How's my alignment? Exhale, fold. Inhale, up we go. We're almost half done. Exhale, mountain pose, neutral pose, shoulders back and down. Other side, left foot starts this time. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. It's usually a little higher than you think to be parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot goes in or back. Exhale, squeeze it around your spine. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot comes forward or right knee comes in. And exhale, down, round. Big inhale. Exhale, step your foot forward, extend your legs if you're seated, and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, scoop your arms, slide up through the molasses or the honey. Exhale, neutral. Let's do one more. Come to the edge of your seat. One more, a little faster. Here we go. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. I have my legs extended for this one. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right knee in or back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, neutral or down dog. Inhale, upward dog. Or cow pose. Exhale, cat or downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg in, long spine. Step forward with your right foot. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Here we go, is our big forward fold. Extend, see my heels are flexed. Exhale, dive. Inhale, a long spine. Beautiful, everyone. I love seeing everyone's spine and belly muscles working. I can see from your faces whether your belly muscles are working. I've been teaching you yoga for that long. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, neutral. Permission to go a little faster and a little more fluidly this last half. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, breathe deeply. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left foot up or back. Exhale, drop down, curl. Press your forehead into your knee if you're there. Inhale, long. Exhale, neutral, down dog. Inhale, forward. I'm making this move with my pelvis, especially. Exhale, back. Inhale, right foot in, long spine. Exhale, curl. If your forehead gets to your knee and you're not exerting anymore, this is the perfect place. Give yourself permission to push with your forehead into the knee, gaining strength. Inhale, long spine, gain strength in your arms. Exhale, fold. Sometimes all we need is a little permission from inside. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up. Use your belly. Here we go. Exhale, neutral. Take a breath. Enjoy that feeling in your spine. Take the elevator up your spine on the inhale. Feel all the floors, 33 floors, I think. Exhale, down. Down the floors, all the way down. Feel the warmth. Inhale up, 33 floors again. That's a tall building that you are. Exhale down all the floors. Those beautiful, strong floors all stacked on top of each other, cushioned by the jelly donuts of our beautiful, resilient discs. Wiggle your toes. Place your heels on the floor. And we're going to go into a new pose today. And I invite you to give yourself permission to find a bit of depth here. We're going to go into chair pose. Haha, this is it. Just kidding. You wish. This is actually chair pose. But I give you permission to come forward a little bit off of your chair. Reach your fingers to the ceiling. Lean forward a little. Grab in with your belly muscles. Tone your belly muscles. Breathe deeply. And then if you want to, or you can, shift forward a little bit. If you're standing, this is chair pose. You've probably done this before. Shift forward a little bit so your bum is a little bit off the chair. Take a few breaths. Permission to take as many breaths as feels right. When you're ready, and we're going to do this again, so save a little bit of energy. Make sure your chair is behind you. If you came off your chair, reach back for it, pull it underneath you, or pull yourself back, and then take a forward fold. If you're just standing, you just take a forward fold. Enjoy that. Enjoy that sensation of the cascading arms and shoulder blades. All this work we've been doing for 45 days. Shoulder blades are getting loose and juicy. Inhale your way up. We're getting used to this idea that the shoulder blades are mobile. Come to neutral. I'm going to show you another variation here. Chair pose. So often with chair pose, we sweep the floor, and you can do that here. Sweep the floor. Maybe your floor needs to be swept. I know mine does. Inhale overhead. Now, variation, if you want to bring your hands down to your chair and just come off and stay holding on to the chair, that's also super cool. Nice variation. And maybe when you get off, then you bring your hands up. Hands can be down to heart center as well. So many variations for this pose. Hands can be on thighs as well. Close your eyes if you can. If you need them for balance, stare at a place right in front of your mat. If you're on a yoga mat, just right in front of the mat. Take another breath. Reach back for your chair. Settle back down onto it. Forward fold, everybody. Take a breath. Enjoy the softness, soft belly, soft arms. Can you hear my breath sometimes? Does it give you permission? Last time, come back up. You know what shape your body's in at this point, whether you can do this again. If you can't do this again, you just stay seated. If you want to go deeper, sweep the floor. Exhale, chair pose. Go a little deeper maybe. Full feet are spread on the floor, toes are wide. Last breath. Forward fold, reach back for your chair. Sit down, forward fold. Last one. Take a breath. Inhale up neutral. Come to neutral. Give everything permission to be soft. Where does that permission come from? It comes from your head. Give permission to your nervous system to soften. Soften toes, tops of feet, ankles. Notice your heart rate. Is it thumping a little bit? Where are your shoulders? That's a new pose, and we did it 3 times. Well done. Make your breath quiet now. Move into a little bit of shoulder work. So we were just holding on to the chair behind us. Now really hold on to the chair behind you. Reach up as high as you can on the chair. Push your chest towards me. And take a few breaths in this chest opener. So if you can't reach the back of your chair for some reason, if you're sitting on a bed or something, you can interlace your fingers and just open your chest up. This might be the posture you want to take anyway. You might have to lean a little further forward. See how my fingers are interlaced here? This is what you might want to be doing. And take one last breath. Fold forward. So come into like this little sort of eagle-y forward thing where you bring your fingertips to touch. And then open it wide again. Bring your hands back wherever they were, or maybe a little higher or a little closer together. That really depends on your chair and your body. Take them to a place where you feel a tugging across the breastbone here. And if you can't do anything, if you can't reach the back of your chair and there's nothing else you can do, then you can always bring your hands to the back of your sacrum here. Push your elbows towards each other. We've done this quite a bit. It's just not quite as intense. Lift your chest to the ceiling. Take one more breath. And on your next exhale, fold it all in. Take your eagle arms, fold it all in. So we're working, remember when we worked with the clavicle here, and we worked with smiling open the collarbones? We're doing the same thing, except we're using the whole arm. So open up your arms one last time. Open up, the clavicles open up. Find something behind you. I've got a perfect chair for this. Wiggle your fingers up the chair. Take a few breaths. Adjust with your bum. You might want to bring your bum a little bit further forward. And then notice the breath here. When you deeply inhale, it increases the stretch along the front of your breastbone. Your pectoralis majors, these are these muscles that are coming down from the shoulders. Remember we did the deltoid and the pectoralis major, those two, you should be able to increase the size of them with your breath. Investigate what's stopping you. When you're ready, release back that eagle, closing up like a bird. Come to neutral. Take a breath, sag your shoulders down. Inhale your shoulders up. All the way, inhale them past your ears. You guys have really mobile shoulder blades now. You can get them up really high, get them up really high. And then let them go down as if they're an elevator going down to the bottom floor. But the bottom floor is quite far down, way down. Go down to the basement. Feel some pressure here on top of your shoulders, just behind your shoulder or your clavicles. And then last time, inhale them way up. Lift your chin a little so your jaw is parallel to the floor. And then inhale deeply. When you're up here, you can even take 3 more sips of air when you get up here. Full emergency mode breath, and then exhale back down to the belly. Soften your belly. Take a few gentle breaths. Remember scapular push-ups, you guys? We're going to do scapular push-ups. You can either do them on the chair. You can also do them here in cat pose, and I'll demo them from the side. So there's 3 ways to do it. You can do it down here like this, So my body's in half plank and I'm taking some scapular push-ups, dropping my ribs towards the floor. You can do them on your chair. Am I still in the picture? If you're on your chair, it looks like this. This is way less intense than doing it on the floor, but it's the exact same movement. My shoulder blades come back and forward. The deltoids, they draw a line basically. And if you're doing it in cat pose, I'll demo it from the side. I'm in cat pose. I'm not coming all the way to cow pose. I'm keeping my spine straight here, I hope. And I'm in cat pose. It'll feel a little bit different. You should feel it up here a little bit, but you'll also feel it between your shoulder blades. So ribs come forward. Choose your variation. Ribs go back. This is a game changer when it comes to back health. Inhale forward, exhale back. Remember the penny between your shoulder blades? Imagine that there's a penny between your shoulder blades and you want to grab it right now. Grab it with your shoulder blades, your little angel wings. Grab it hard and hold on to it and then push it away. 2 more. This, you'll feel echoes of this tomorrow. Another way to think about this is that running the credit card idea. Imagine that there's a credit card running between your shoulder blades. 2 more. Bring your shoulder blades towards each other. Make that deep groove between them to run the credit card in there. And then exhale. Find your way to neutral. Pull one arm across. Keep your awareness in between your shoulder blades as you do this. Simple, simple stretch. See if you can get some elongation in the rhomboids and the muscles, or serratus muscles, also down here. You should be able to get some sensation in there. Close your eyes. Find all that sensation. Other side. And if you do it right, you only have to do it once. Do it right. Do it with the breath. Really pull. See if you can find how much sensation can you find on the other side of the body. Come back to center. Drop your hands to your knees. If you're on the floor, or if you want to do Shavasana on the floor, come down to the floor now and lay in Shavasana. If you're on your chair, you might want to snuggle back and place the soles of your feet flat on the floor, preferably with bare feet. Face your palms to the ceiling. And on your next exhale, give yourself full permission to soften from head to toe. How well can you do that? I've been practicing it for a while now. Try again. Inhale. Practice softness. Practice permission. And where is staying heard? Where is staying toned? Where is staying energized? It's okay. You're sitting up, most of you, so there's going to be a little energy, but see where else you can soften. Last time. Inhale. Exhale, soften right from the eye sockets back along the scalp, through along the back of the neck, down the torso, pelvis, upper legs, lower legs, feet. Can you get so quiet you can hear your heart? Permission to rest. Even these little micro rests, these little nervous system snacks. Give your nervous system snacks throughout the day. Begin to brighten now. Begin to come back to life a little. Deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes, fingers. Energize your face. Energize your forehead, but don't squunch it up. Keep it nice and open and smooth. You want to be in flow for the rest of the afternoon. You want to be focused flow. Last big breath. Pop your eyes open gently. Wink and flutter. Smile.